Hi everyone. Thank you for being here. And thank you for watching the video. You know, there are so many readers on YouTube. So I am grateful that you are watching this one and part of this community. If you are part of this community, and if you're not, welcome. One thing, I even feel weird asking, but please check your subscription, because sometimes things drop off and I have no idea why. And I know there's fluctuations, and if people leave, that's great. I understand. I'm not the reader for everyone, but yeah, if you wouldn't mind just checking all that stuff, it would really be helpful. Thank you. Anyway, so let's get to it. Let's get to first the vibe, and then we're going to start on a reading. So you're doing great. You're doing great. So that's the message. And I keep there's a song floating through my head, and it almost makes me weepy because it's a very pleasant melodic kind of song. But then when I started thinking about what I remember of the lyrics, they're poignant and touching. And I think it's a George Harrison song. Or Ringo Starr. I think it might be Ringo Starr. I don't know. I think it was one of the Beatles once they got older and left the group or disbanded. But it's someone will know. Please put it in the comments for everybody to see. Thank you. And I don't know the name of it, just some of the words, and I think I have the words right. It's give me love, give me light, give me love, give me hope, give me peace on earth. Help me to cope with this heavy load. That it's just, why don't you please give me love, give me hope, give me peace on earth. That's all I keep thinking, and so, or hearing in my head, and it's almost really far in the background. So I'm sure I'm getting those lyrics wrong. I feel like that's the vibe. So be mindful of your words. Be mindful of your thoughts. And think about what it is that you really want. What would bring you peace? What would bring you hope? What would bring you love within your own life? I feel like we are in the process of... okay, thank you. Interesting. Interesting word choice. I just heard restructuring or a reconfiguring. I guess reconfiguring might be okay, but no, they're saying it's a restructuring, not reconstructure. That's not a word. Restructure. There. Oh, thank you. Hello. I was wondering why that didn't sound right. It's a restructuring. Yeah, that makes sense. That's a vibe. Oh, that's it. I wonder how that's going to play out in the reading. Restructuring. I have to remember that so I can call this video something to do with restructuring. All right, but in the meantime, just remember, you're doing great. Give yourself a little slack. You are doing so well, and with what life throws at us sometimes, even better than you think. So cheers. All right, we are going to start, because this deck is really jumping out at me. We are going to start with some past life oracle cards. And the reason I blow on the cards, it's because our breath is our life. Without breath, without breathing, without air, we would die. So it is what connects us to, well, our soul connects us to the all that is. This one on the top that kept jumping around in a weird way. The arts. Okay. Oh, well, no. I kept thinking of that song. Okay. Someone is going to use words to heal in the form of lyrics. I do believe that. All right. Food and hunger. Native American, which, American, tribal, indigenous, American, that kind of thing. Karmic relationships. Okay. What else have we got? Anything else? Anything else? But yeah, I do. I feel like, on a side note, I don't think it's the main part of the reading. It was just that song and the arts card, something about lyrics. Someone is writing, is currently in the process. Okay, so someone is currently in the process of writing. I don't feel like it's a poem. I think it's a song. Get it out there. If you have to create it and publish it yourself or just put it out in the world, even if it's for free, it will garner what you want later on. I really believe that, but you do what you need to do. I don't have business savvy when it comes to that. Let me finish out this thought really quickly. Your words are going to have a profound impact on a younger generation. So something you are currently in the process of fine-tuning and writing, and it's totally out of your normal genre or type of thing you create. But it is going to have massive repercussions for young people. It's going to be almost like a wake-up call, and it will be something that they identify with, and it will give them a sense of belonging. So whatever it is, it's powerful, and I don't even, and you know it's different. You can tell that there was a hand of ancestors moving through you and helping you write it, but I don't, if you feel like, I don't know how it'll be received, don't worry about that. Just put it out there, because the people who need to hear it will hear it. Okay, and then the other two cards that came out, Celtic and Forgiveness. So I'm asking Spirit, what does that mean, please? And what I'm hearing, and this is aside from the lyrics message. This is a different one. So with that particular grouping of cards, oh, and I'm seeing in my head the karmic relationship one. So you are moving to the close of a cycle of karmic issues. You are going to be able to close that out. Isn't that a good feeling to know that anything that is coming in the future hopefully will be out of the true goodness of the generous and gentle and truthful emotions of someone, not from a karmic tie that needs to be cleared out. All right, so let's look at the unfolding path. I'm not sure how many or how long this one's going to be for this deck, because this is a very gentle and loving energy. And yes, that's what we're moving into and away from the harshness of a karmic relationship and a karmic debt. I feel like those things are quickly receding is the word I'm hearing. So as it recedes, okay, I'm getting an image of ocean water and how it rolls up on the coast, and as it recedes or moves back out into the ocean, which is a normal ebb and flow of things, what I'm seeing is what's left on the beach after it washes in, cleanses everything, and starts to move back out. What's left, I'm seeing glitter in the sand, or it looks like it's glowing. There is a glittering, glowing, and I'm hearing the word effervescence. So maybe they're the bubbles from the water, maybe, I don't know, but yeah, it's just sparkling. The sand is sparkling where the water receded. That is reflective, and I believe that is symbolic of you. You are going to sparkle and shine, and you are not going to dull yourself. All right, what is the message for the collective, please? Woo, that one went. Okay, let's see what it is. All right, it's let me get my glasses on here. All right, so it's the Two of Wands. Yeah, that is someone who's kind of watching and waiting and biding time, but man, wearing a tracksuit and ready to leap. I love that one. Got the hair up, saying, I'm ready. So, got the track shoes on. Yeah. She'll know the right time, or he'll know the right time. Whatever it is, if this is your reading, you will know the right time to leap into action. Right now you're watching, you're waiting, but you'll know when it's time to leap into action. And then we have the Page of Swords. You will get a download about it. So someone's going to get an insight into, so right now someone is healing emotionally, but when they are when they get the nudge from Spirit, it's going to be such a motivating force they won't be able to stop it. They won't be able to not say something. I feel like this is either going to be a family member. It could be not so much family, friend. It could be either a friend or a romantic partnership. I feel like this is not someone who is in a marriage, or if it is, it's not with the marriage partner. That's a whole different reading, I think. Yeah, so it's going to be with a friend, because it feels like it's a one-on-one kind of situation. That's what I'm getting. Oh. And then we have the Judgment card. So yeah. So someone knows that it's their last chance or last shot to reach out. But this is after doing a lot of soul searching and digging. Someone is making peace with something first. Yeah, someone is making peace with something because there is judgment. So the Judgment card means there is, well, I heard this once before, but I'm hearing it again today. There will be like this whole notion, not of a comeuppance. So, and that's a very old phrase, but it's more so in the notion of reaping what you've sown. So that I feel like there's an instance where someone is still neck deep or eyeball deep into this karmic. They're living out a karmic reality, and they're just not willing to. They're not willing to stop fighting, and usually it's with themselves. So the justice, that person is going to continue one karmic cycle after another. You don't have to. There is someone else in your circle, someone else around you. You may not even be aware of it. You may be aware of it. I don't know. It could be one of your best friends. It could be whatever it is. I feel like it's somebody in a friend group. That's what's jumping out at me. Someone in a friend group that is starting to realize, oh my gosh, I'm running out of time. And I'm hearing, I have to make this right. What are they trying to make right? What is someone trying to make right? So I don't know if this is you in the collective or someone connected to you. What do we have here? We have the Page of Cups. I love this one. The older man, he's just like exuberant with maybe feeling emotions for the first time. Of the nature that he's feeling. And the fish are important. Those koi fish, very important. Wellness, prosperity, something about the color. Something about the color of those fish. Okay, and then we have the King of Pentacles. Okay, so it is, all right, so fledgling with emotions, but not fledgling at life. All right, so even though this could be an older person, a male or female, it really doesn't matter. But because this is an older person, okay, and I ask the question, is this someone in the collective or is this someone in the collective is dealing with? So either way, I'm not getting a clear-cut answer, but it is an older person, male or female, it doesn't matter. They are not well-versed in... It's like they have a lot of emotional intelligence, but they're not used to using it or expressing it because they've lived in this world, sort of a business world, or a world of stability and appearances and finances, and someone's having a second childhood. That's what I'm hearing. Someone is going through almost like a reinvention. Oh, that would go along with the restructuring. Yeah. Restructuring, not reconstructing. Restructuring. All right, so someone is restructuring them, a lifestyle. And they said pick it up in the middle. The Eight of Cups. And they are walking away from pain. They are walking away from spilled cups. They are walking away from things that it doesn't matter anymore. It just doesn't matter. Because there's someone who is a bandit, who is a thief in the night, and they don't deserve respect. But you deserve, you do. You, if this is your reading, you deserve every good thing that could possibly come to you. All right. It said one more, and so I opened it up where it just told me to open it up. And we have the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. So that wheel is starting to spin even faster. All right, I feel like there's a message in here I just need to discuss. What is it? What is it, please? Why is the wheel there? You're about to come into your own and find a strength you didn't know you had. And I feel like I'm speaking to that Page of Cups, who is also the King of Pentacles, and male or female, it doesn't matter. Remember, it's about the energy on the card. All right, so you're about to find out how much strength you actually have. You are about to make decisions for yourself, probably for the first time. I think a lot of people sometimes can be just innately selfish, but you're not. So if this is you or someone you know, this is someone who has always tried to be the nurturing, helpful, healer, compassionate individual with a little bit of a sprinkle of sass thrown in, okay? But it's okay. So what Spirit is pushing me to do is to give you the message of, and this could be a group, this could be an individual. I don't know who this is for, but hi, little baby. One of my little kitty girls, all seniors. Anyway, so just because you've always put other people first, it's okay to think about your needs first right now. It is okay for you because you're doing great. Yeah. So it's okay for you to put your needs ahead. Oh, this is kind of harsh. It's okay for you to put your needs ahead of other people who... Okay, this is kind of graphic. You know that phrase about if you were on fire, there are some people who wouldn't even bother to pee on you to put it out? Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, if people would let you wither because it was inconvenient for them when you've gone out of your way, it's okay to put yourself first. You don't need to sweat it. You don't need to worry about it. And that song is coming up in my head because it's all about finding peace, but also carrying a heavy burden and wanting to put it down. No one's going to take that heavy burden from you. You have to be willing to put the heavy burden down. How can you lift up everyone around you if you are drowning in the burden of others that they want no part of fixing for themselves? So it's okay to put yourself first. You are doing great. Yeah. All right. Okay, let's see. What else have we got? Because that's a message. I mean, that's a reading all unto itself. I do feel, okay, let's see. Yeah, I'm being pulled to this one. The Cowgirls and Aliens. All right. Now, this is an oracle deck, so it is read differently. I do find it interesting that there is a combination of both aliens and cowgirls. So let's see what's going on here. All right, my ear is buzzing a lot. So I wonder what's going on. Do we have a spirit coming in? We do. Yeah, we sure enough do. What do you need? Who are you? Someone very timid. Someone's been listening to this message who is in spirit form and extraordinarily timid. This card's going to be for this spirit. What are we doing here for you? What do you need to hear? What do you need to hear? Because there's going to be a piggybacking message for the living, I can tell. My little baby. All right, this one on top. Oh, okay. Huh. Well, I'll be darned. This is what we had the last time I used this deck. The Sheriff. Card 2. I will stand up for what's right. That's the message. I will stand up for what's right. So that means for yourself, but for the spirit, she is growing in strength. She is mirroring someone in the collective. I feel like she was a friend. She may even have been like a very good friend of someone in the collective. Always very mousy. I believe she died of, it feels, okay, something in the abdominal area that, it was like something that ended up almost festering or rancid. I know it's hard to, maybe that's like a cancer. Maybe what she's showing me is a cancer, because I feel like this was some time ago. So this might have been in youth. I feel like it was in the 1950s. From the way she's dressed. Oh, or it's an infection, like a uterine. Okay. All right, we got all kinds of activity ramping up here. Oh, I think I know what that was now. So I think it was okay, so it was not cancer. It was, she was 16. She was in the 1950s. She died from an infection from a botched procedure that was illegal then and is currently illegal again now. She was so timid and so mousy, and she was taken advantage of. She didn't know how to say no and stand up for herself. And also women at that time period were not encouraged to do so. They're very often not encouraged to do so now. So woman to woman, we got to stand up for each other. And I just realized recently how important that is. So, hello, baby. All right. Yeah, she's saying that's it. Okay. What is your message about always do what's right? Her message is, and I don't want to hear any political stuff about this woman or what she went through. Okay? So, this poor woman is saying, stand up for what's right in terms of do what you need to do for yourself. No one stood up for her. No one had her back. No one supported her. No one. Except for, I think, the one friend in the collective who may be hearing this. She wants you to know that she knows you're going through a hard time right now. She knows you're going through a hard time. That people don't understand you, that there might be some misplaced alliances. She feels like that maybe there are people who are taking advantage of you, and maybe because you are now older, you worry that, well, but, you know, giving people too many chances. Okay. Okay, this is where I got this message earlier today, and I was wondering, well, I'm not thinking about that. Now I know. She's saying it's not over till it's over, until you take your last breath. So you do what you need to do to take care of yourself. Okay? She didn't. And now she's the one that had to pay the price for it. Every single other person went on living their lives just fine. she's the one that lost hers. All right. She was, there is such a thing as partially transitioned. It's like she's aware the gateway was there, but she was waiting to be able to communicate. And she was afraid that if she got too much in her sacred self or higher self, she might kind of lose the urgency. And she wanted to still have that fire and passion feeling about her that we have when we're human. But she is ready to move on. And she is actually, yeah, she's going in all by herself. So, and she's saying thank you. And thank you to you for being so good to her and such a good friend and thinking of her all these years. Yeah, okay. She's moved on. Something about flowers and a small bouquet of flowers, kind of white, yellow flowers. Daisies. She liked daisies. And mums. She liked mums. That's a fall plant or an autumn plant in this hemisphere. The little known thing about her is that she loved flowers. Okay. So for the person this is for, don't be surprised if someone hands you a single flower or gives you a gift of a plant or wants to talk about that kind of thing. You know, it's just particularly something about these white flowers, like a daisy type of flower. Okay. All right. Be well, take care. Yeah, be well, take care. Okay. All right. So, thank you. All right. Maybe her name, maybe she was, I don't know, her name may have been a flower. I don't know if that was it or not, but I just, because I kept asking and I couldn't get a clear-cut grasp on her name, so. Hello, baby. I know, you're so sweet. All right, now this is for the collective. So I'm still using the aliens and the aliens and cowgirls and 2 cards from the middle. First is card 3, very mystical number. And I feel like that number is going to come into play this week for someone. Again, Wednesday, 3rd day of the work week. Because I asked, okay, when? But I'm still seeing something about Wednesday and the number 3. So, I don't know. Okay. I will turn and face the consequences. Card 3, bum, 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 the outlaw. Okay. She's like, you know what? I'm sorry, baby. Was that loud? I'm sorry. She would be the action hero in today's world. So you know what? She's going to turn and face the consequences. I don't feel like this is for you. I feel like it's for that Page of Cups, and who is also emotionally the Page of Cups, but in the world, the King of Pentacles from the first reading. And I feel like this is for that individual. I feel like Wednesday is the day they're going to just break loose. Just break off the chains, the shackles, the handcuffs, whatever it is. All of it's coming off, and it's like, I know who I am, and this is what I'm doing unapologetically. Consequences or not. All right. And you know, I keep thinking of Robin Hood. So not all bandits, not all outlaws necessarily had a bad reputation. I mean, there's like Robin Hood, and then, you know, and Jesse James was no angel, but he actually was known to help out the poor, those without enough money, those who were about to be, you know, that didn't have any place to live or enough money to feed their kids. And yeah, it's not always ideal, you know, but you understand that it's not like it was, I want a fancy watch. No, it was, that family's starving. They need money. Well, I'm going to go get it. So, you know, it's like, what do you do? If somebody steals a loaf of bread to feed their kids, do you put them in jail? Or, you know, it's like, it's, where do you find the balance? Where do you find the balance? Okay. And no, you can't let people steal, but at the same time, you fix it so that there aren't starving people. I don't know. I don't know where all this is coming from. Anyway, the other card for the collective, card 24. All right, and that's, card 6. 6 is sort, I've always thought of 6 as a worker bee card, but it's also about balance because it's basically 2 3s, you know, when you think of the card or the number 6. Okay, so the telepath. And it's an alien. So you got the telepath. And I got a little magnifier. All right. I am compassionate and will show others understanding and respect. Okay, what was I just talking about? With the loaf of bread. Yeah. There's enough to go around. There's always enough to go around. The telepath. Okay, so basically put yourself in someone else's shoes. There's always another side of things. So put yourself in someone else's shoes for a minute. You don't have to wear them continually, but for at least a minute. And card 27, added together, it's a 9, end of a cycle. And we are definitely at the end of a cycle. The mutant. Aren't we all? I will take care of myself. That was the very first message. It's not selfish to take care of yourself. You're not hurting anyone else by doing so. Well, thank you, cowgirls and aliens. You were very thoughtful, very provocative, and got the message across for that spirit, too. All right. That is the reading for today. So be well, take care of yourselves, and I am sending you so much love and gratitude. This week feels like one where we can actually, feels like we've been holding our breath. We can finally breathe again. All right. Sending you love and gratitude. Thank you so much, and take care of yourselves. We will talk again very soon. And if it would ever be consistent with not raining outside, I would like to get outside to film a video. I will be so sweaty and nasty because it is so humid with zero breeze. So it's when you walk outside where I live right now, it's like somebody is, it's like walking into a wall that's made out of a hot, wet towel. You know, it's like right in your face. It's awful. But you know what? I'm not going to complain about summer because winter hurts. Cold hurts. All right. I feel like I need to high five someone on that. All right. Take care of yourselves, and we will talk soon. Bye-bye.